It's a Texas NFL quarterback debate today. Deshaun Watson or Dak Prescott? Who would you rather have lead your franchise? Who would you sign to a long-term extension? We're going to talk about it right now. Welcome to World Condition. My name is Joe. We're here to talk about sports. So today we're going to debate two NFL quarterbacks in the state of Texas. Deshaun Watson or Dak Prescott. Who will we sign to a long-term extension? Who's the better quarterback? That's exactly what we're going to go over right now. Real quick, just before I get into this, I just want to emphasize this is just based on my opinion. My opinion may not be the right one, but I want to hear yours. So please leave a comment section down below and let me know what you think. Who would you rather have? Who would you sign to a long-term deal? Let me know in the comment section down below and let's talk sports. So, we're going to start off with Dak Prescott. So, Dak Prescott has a career record of 40 wins with 24 losses. In 2019, he finished off with a record of 8-8. Dak Prescott has a playoff record of 1 win with 2 losses. For his career, Dak's thrown for 97 touchdowns to 36 interceptions, and in 2019 had the best season of his young career with 30 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Dak's also been voted to the Pro Bowl twice and has won 2 division titles in the 4 years that he's been a pro. Now for Deshaun Watson. So Deshaun has an overall record of 24 wins to 13 losses. Last year he finished off with 10 wins and 5 losses. Deshaun also has a career playoff record of 1 win with 2 losses. And for his career has thrown for 71 touchdowns versus 29 interceptions. And for 2019, which was last season, he threw for 26 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Deshaun has also been voted to a Pro Bowl twice and has the same playoff record that Dak does at 1 win with 2 losses. So, now that we got that out of the way, who's a better quarterback? Who is actually worth a long-term extension at whatever price they have? Because in the quarterback position, when it comes to that position, that's the most important position in an NFL team. We all know that. The quarterback's your leader, the quarterback's the face of your franchise. Who's better though? Without a doubt, and I'm stating the obvious right now, people may agree or disagree with me, but it's Deshaun Watson, without a doubt. Deshaun Watson, when you look at everything that he's done since he's entered the league, even though he's been there for 3 seasons versus Dak's 4, in my opinion, Deshaun has done way more than Dak already. Dak Prescott has been in the league for 4 seasons and has been in the playoffs twice. The thing about that people don't see, and it should be stated and made obvious though, is the fact that Dak Prescott, since he's entered the league, has been spoon-fed. What do I mean by that? Dak's had a top 8 offensive line since he's entered the league. He's had a top 10 rushing attack since he's entered the league. The moment that you see the guy struggle, you see the team right away give up like a first-round pick for Amari Cooper to make sure he has someone to throw to. Dallas tested out this whole, can Dak really overcome whatever situation we give him by not giving him a legit receiver to start off his NFL career, or not his NFL career, I'm sorry, but last season, and we saw the mess that it was. Sure, after starting 4-5, the Cowboys went on to go to the playoffs, and they won a playoff game, but that was because the Dallas Cowboys had to give up a first-round pick to get Amari Cooper. Now, yes, we can argue that, hey, Deshaun Watson has DeAndre Hopkins. Deshaun Watson entered with a solid receiver, and by all means a top 5 receiver without a doubt. But could people argue that Bill O'Brien and Jason Garrett are on the same level? Because Bill O'Brien doesn't seem to be able to get past the same round of the playoffs that Jason Garrett struggled to. They have the same record in the playoffs. Deshaun Watson has, since he's entered the league, has had a struggling offensive line. Deshaun Watson hasn't even had a top 10 offensive line. Hell, not a top 15, but not even a top 10, not even a top 5. Deshaun Watson's offensive line ranks have been 20th this past season, 32 the year before, which was 2018, 32 2017. So, just to see what Deshaun's been able to accomplish in half of the career, pretty much, because his rookie year, Deshaun did get hurt and he was out the rest of the season. But just to see what Deshaun's been able to accomplish in 2 years versus Dak's 4 have been incredible to me. Deshaun Watson is the kind of quarterback that next to Patrick Mahomes, next to Russell Wilson, is the kind of quarterback that I write the check and leave it blank and tell him, here, what do you want to get paid? He's one of those rare quarterbacks. I'm not even sure if I would exactly say the same thing about Lamar Jackson. just because of the fact that, I'm not trying to make this into a Lamar video, but seeing what Deshaun's been able to overcome, dysfunctional front office, dysfunctional coach, dysfunctional offensive line, it's been absolutely incredible. Now, Deshaun's had some help from the running game. Yes, Carlos Hyde, 1,000 yards. Lamar Miller, not exactly a scrub, but can you really go out there and say and compare those two running backs to Zeke? No. The Dallas Cowboys have catered to Dak's every single need. And when you have that versus a quarterback like Deshaun Watson, that you've seen what dysfunction is in the front office, you've seen the crazy trades that Bill O'Brien has done. He practically gave away DeAndre Hopkins for a popsicle, man. You're seeing that. You've seen two different quarterbacks had a team cater to the needs and the other one completely neglect them for a good amount of time. Yes, I know he got Larry Tunsil at a left tackle. But other than that, I mean, the guy's just pretty much giving him away. And now I know that the fact that they pretty much traded away DeAndre Hopkins just because they're trying to clear up space so they can give Deshaun a great deal. And that's fine because Deshaun deserves it. And you'll be okay because Deshaun Watson is the kind of quarterback that can overcome dysfunction. Look at him in the playoffs against the Bills and he struggled. All you have to do to see what Deshaun Watson's all about is look at that game-winning play that he made in overtime versus the Bills last season. You ain't watching Dak do those kind of plays. I'm sorry. Jerry Jones has put the franchise in a terrible situation because he's had to overpay Zeke and has overpaid Amari Cooper just to make sure that Dak's satisfied and Dak's in a good situation to succeed. The Texans, they ain't catering to Deshaun. But Deshaun ultimately will go further than Dak because he's a game-changing player. He's the kind of player that can overcome situations. And there's not a lot of those that come in the NFL. So that's why I would take Deshaun Watson over Dak Prescott. Deshaun Watson is the kind of quarterback that I would enjoy to have leading my team without a doubt. And he's the kind of quarterback that I'd give him a long-term extension versus Dak. I don't think Dak's worth it. Dak plays like a fourth rounder. Deshaun plays like a superstar that was drafted in the first round. So that's my take. Now, I know that, this opinion may not be the right one, but please let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, let me know what you think. Let's have a discussion about which quarterback is the better quarterback. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave it a like. And if you enjoy content like this, feel free to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.